Hello, Cancer. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. This is your Zodiac Tarot forecast for whenever you clicked on the title at the time it may have intrigued you. We're going to start with the Animal Oracle deck this week. And for those of you interested in the extended, they're only $10, but it does give you access for a full month of the weekly Zodiacs, all the Zodiacs, and the daily afternoon delights, as well as we give away gemstones to our members every week at the live stream Sunday night at the channel at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And there's more perks at the website, but everything's in the description below. Go have a look. You pulled, or I pulled the same cards for you that I did for the reading. Who was it? Aries. Except Aries had the Swan in reverse. This is about being playful. Someone around you that is, or maybe you are around someone, wanting them to be more playful and bringing out that more playful side in them because maybe they're being too serious or you're being too serious. There is a love that is blooming here. You may have had to surrender something of yourself, of the past, in order to allow this new energy in. Almost like friends turning into lovers, or your lover being your friend and saying, come on, Cancer, snap out of it. Let's go have some fun. Let's go hiking. Let's go out to dinner. Let's go do something fun. They inspire you, or you them. Moving along to your tarot portion. All cards have been pre-shuffled to save time and an annoying shuffling, to focus on the reading itself. We have spiritual healing here. So whatever you have gone through in this last cycle, you're coming to that end of spiritual healing. Some of you may still feel a little reclusive, trying to find self. If you are being reclusive, looking for this spiritual healing or working on yourself, it's time to get out and have some fun. Your crowning energies for this week's reading is the Queen of Water and the Hierophant. The Queen of Water is you, Cancer. It is the healer. It is about understanding the emotions. It is about a spiritual-based connection and contract, either a spiritual contract or a physical contract like a marriage contract. But you are spiritually connected to someone here. Could be a Taurus, not necessarily. The energies are there. You have the keys. For those of you who are single, this is you desiring a more spiritual connection with someone. That you want your partner to be by the book, to be more traditional. We have the Hermit card. Yeah, Cancer, some of you have really gone reclusive. What's going on? Someone's coming into your life, or maybe they're already there, that are going to help to bring you out of that. Cheer you up. Spend time with you, making you laugh. The Hermit card is, you could be dealing with Virgo. Not necessarily. You're taking on these energies of left brain thinking, trying to problem solve, over analyzing. How can I make this work? Maybe you're trying too hard. Messenger of Earth is about slow progress. It may seem like you're not getting anywhere, Cancer, but indeed you are. You're on the right path. You're taking sure, methodical steps. Yes, you may be over analytical, but at least you know that with each step that you're taking, it's a solid step. You're not wavering off of your path. And there you are again, Cancerian energy, the Chariot. This is like conquering the city, the victory, the victorious entry into the conquered city. That's what I was looking for. Moving quickly forward. It has taken you a lot of patience to come to this point. Things seem to move very, very slowly. You were waiting forever. Am I doing the right things? Am I taking the right steps? This is about the perfect blending alchemically of balance, or to bring to balance action and non-action. When do I make a move? When do I hold back? This patience is about change. Things in your life are changing right now. And there was a judgment call on someone from the past. Someone that came back from your past. It could have been someone that you had to deal with issues, that you had issues with in the past. Could have been a past love. It could be just a judgment call on the situation that you're in now. Some of you might be multitasking quite a bit, very busy these days, and you're going to have to cut out one of these responsibilities. For some of you, you may have felt juggled by a person that is coming back and wants to juggle you again, possibly in a three-party situation, or just to dump their troubles on you. Can you help me, Cancer? And you're putting your foot down and saying, no more. I can't keep doing this. I've got too much on my plate as it is. Though this usually is a sign of you very successfully multitasking. But you may have a bit much on your plate, and the recognition of that, being able to communicate in a productive, logical, maybe in some cases a harsh way, but I'm not really getting that feeling. Just saying gently to this person, feck off. Do your own job. Move on to what you said you were going to do, or, let's close this cycle. Enough of this. You're moving towards the sun, joy, happiness, this new cycle. And you have a lot of inner conflict. You may be afraid of this past nuisance. It may not even be a person. It may be an energy. A repeated energy, a behavior. And you're probably afraid of that happening again, this inner conflict. Some of you may feel like you're competing. But you are closing out a cycle in order to move towards this beautiful new cycle that brings joy. This is the optimism that you are feeling intuitively, wanting a traditional connection, spiritually based. You're moving very quickly from slow, and then all of a sudden change comes in and you move very quickly. But it also means cutting out a past behavior, a past chore, a past person. In order to close this cycle, to begin this new life. And you are conflicted about it. I see a lot of worry. I think it's probably unnecessary worry for your spiritual side now. Like we weren't there already. We have the shaman deck, spirit guides, and your ancestors, what they want to say to you. The hummingbird is clarifying the Queen of Cups. There is a move, a change. There's a big change going on in your life right now. And you have the ability to be adaptable, the agility of making 90-degree turns in the blink of an eye if necessary. The hummingbird also reminds me of the homing pigeon. Like some of you are returning home, or some of you are going on a pilgrimage, on a trip. This hummingbird can cross continents. For such a fragile little bird, it has a lot of strength. Bottom of the deck, we have you moving into the upper world. Your spirit guides taking you to show you. It's almost like a pre-death thing, out-of-body experience. Maybe something that comes in your dreams. Meeting with your council that reviews your life after you pass from this world. That final review. The last shorting out of the brain as the body gives up. You're in the upper world now, like visiting. And your counsel are around you, your ancestors, your guardians are saying, okay, Cancer, We're going to do a review of what was discussed, the contract that you signed before you came to this earth, that this was your destined path and this was going to be your outcome. The end is always known before the beginning, or at the same time. And it's just a review to let you know that you are encouraged, you are surrounded, you are protected, and you're on your path. The Hierophant, this is the breaking of an old contract. This could be the debts paid of ancestral karma. Now, some people don't even like the word karma. Why do people have to pay karma? Well, they don't really. It's choice. It's free will choice. There's a cause and effect to everything. But yeah, sometimes we can reach that plateau of understanding that we don't have to pay those debts. But what has happened is that you have broken a contract here. That was a curse. It was one of the things that you had agreed to do, and it was something that was difficult to do. And as I said, this could be ancestral. It's in the genes. It's in the DNA. The way your ancestors, it's a conditioning that's being broken. A conditioning, a change of mind, a change of DNA structure, a change of thought patterns. Breaking the curse, breaking that contract, I fulfilled this contract. Now I am going to, get out my lighter and purify it in the fire. You have completely transformed. This is a new life you're going into, and you're a little bit afraid. You might be poking at that tender skin saying, is it toughened up yet? Am I ready for this new cycle? You're already in it, Cancer. Like it or not, you can hide behind a door. You can overanalyze and worry. But your new cycle has begun. Everything is in order. Everything is as it should be. You are at the right place at the right time. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Not necessarily behind the hermit's door, but that assurance in with your counsel telling you you're there. You can start walking forward. And you're like, here's you stepping out from hermit mode, peeking outside the door, testing the waters with your toes. What were the things that needed to change? Am I ready to implement those changes? Live my truth. Practice what I preach. Do what I say. Well, yeah, you do. Because once you get outside, oh, I love this. Once you get outside, close that door behind you, close that cycle behind you. We have the innocence of the child in the new cycle. This is not arrogance. There is wisdom here in this child. In this particular card, there is a lot of wisdom, knowledge. Maybe it's better to say knowledge than wisdom, because wisdom comes with experience of what we already know. You already know the path you're on. You're racing down it, conquering it, right, left, and center with your sword. The child is that beautiful innocence, that wonderment, learning to live without attachment to the old behaviors. And patience. Oh yeah, it probably took a while for you to become whole again. When we're in a relationship that doesn't work, we lose a piece of ourselves. Soul retrieval shows up when we've regained it back. See, you've got it back now, Cancer. You don't have to wait any longer. You can come out and play now. You can come out and play with the otter now. The giveaway. This judgment call, whether it was a person, a behavior, a situation that, resurrected, it was a conditioning, the past, returning, a cycle. Are we repeating? This giveaway is changing that. Giving away something that is of value to yourself, but knowing that you had it to do this in order to receive. The sweat lodge, yeah, you're having to purge some of your responsibilities. You've been maybe overworking yourself. Maybe you had to give up a person, a behavior, a place you live, a job. You're purging. This is that spiritual, in with your counsel. That hermit in the sweat lodge. And look at this, because of what you had to purge, because of the things that you had to cut out of your life that were just not necessary, that needed to be cut out. Changes in behavior, changes in people, changes in environment, changes in diet, whatever it is that you did, you are now connected to the heart of the sky. And the heart of the sky is where galaxies and universes are birthed. You're birthing an empire. You went to the holy mountain to close this cycle. This is what you learn, Cancer. This is what you're, in this mode of reflection, psychic, spiritual connections with higher self, ancestors, and guides. Even Jesus went up on the holy mountain to talk to God and bring down the Ten Commandments. They say in mythologies and in cuneiform tablets, in Dead Sea Scrolls, in Septuagint, they all say the same thing, that the gods lived in the mountains, in high places. But the analogy of that and the symbology of that is high places. You were taken to high places in order to see the big picture. The big picture. And it gave you that resolution, that comfort that your ancestors took you here to show you. That energy now flows into you of peace, satisfaction, of resolution, relief, knowing, the knowing to be able to detach, to live without that attachment to whatever that was and race forward, conquering. The sun. Do not pull out that blade unless you plan on using it. And do not sheath it again, Cancer, without honor. This is your visit to the high mountain. Closing the cycle, cutting out whatever it needed to be cut out. And this conflict, the need to ground yourself. So, Cancer, get on your hiking boots and climb that mountain. Meet with your spirit guides. Close your eyes and let them show you what is coming in for you. Let it heal you. I hope that helped. I'm going to open up more of this story, where you're going, who you're going with. There is a love blooming here. And we're going to dig into more of the tarot portions before we get back into oracles again. I hope to see you over there. Like I said, it's only $10, but it gives you access for a month for all the Zodiacs and Afternoon Delights. Lots of perks. Please hit the like and subscribe and the wiggly bell. It helps me out a great deal. God bless you, Cancer, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.